Hello my friends, it's Kim Q Business and Fun all in one. And so last night I told you about the fact that I was making my first ever batch of Crock Pot Super Detox Tea. And so this morning I'm here to show you what the result was, okay? Because I just took it all out of the crock pot as you see back here. And so let's just review right quick, okay? Normally when you're making your tea, what you do is you take 1 quart of water and you put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then you take 1 pack of Iaso tea, which is 2 tea bags, throw it in the water after it's come to a boil, cover it for 8 hours, and then later on you come back and you add 3 quarts of water to make a gallon. Now guys, if you know me, if you're one of my customers, you know I tell you to store your tea in a glass jar. Glass is always better than plastic, but you know, don't freak out if you don't have glass, okay? Many of my customers don't go out and buy a jar, they just use empty wine bottles. Don't judge my customers. Anyway, with the Super Detox Crockpot tea, what you're doing is you're taking 2 packs of Iaso tea, which is 4 tea bags, and you're putting them immediately into 4 quarts of water. That's a gallon. Okay, so you're putting the 4 quarts of water in all at one time, along with the 4 tea bags, which is 2 packs. Normally that would be a 2-week supply. Now it's going to be a 1-week supply for us. And then you put it in a crock pot on low for 12 hours. And man, let me tell y'all something. That thing is bubbling and you smell it all through the kitchen. It is a totally different experience. And this is the result. Like I said, I just divvied it out. As you can see the tea here on the counter. Guys, look at this tea. If you've had the tea before, you know that the color of this is totally different than what it normally is. Normally the tea is a light yellowish, somewhat brown, a very dark yellow, light brown. However, and this is the reason why I have the syrup on the counter. You're like, did you put syrup in the tea? No. Stop. No. Because some of y'all be tripping. Y'all be like, can I put wine in my tea? Can I put, some of y'all go too far. If you want to sweeten the tea, sweeten it with natural things like fruits, as you see us do. Maybe just a drop of honey, but even be careful about the honey that you put on there, because remember, the point is to detox. So I didn't put syrup in the tea. The only reason why I have this syrup on the counter is because I want you to see that the color of the tea, oh my goodness, it's doggone near the color of the syrup. So that lets you know this right here, baby, this is the real deal, Holyfield. Now, I talked about storing your tea in jars. For me, I actually stopped using this big container because when it came to cleaning that spout area, I was just like, I don't want to have to deal with that. So believe it or not, I found these mason jars. You can see they're a pretty good size. I found them at the dollar store. Okay, so check your local check your local dollar store and see if they have these mason jars. They come with this pop top here. It's a 2-part top. However, a long time ago when I wasn't so into fitness and I was just like, oh, I just need any old blender for smoothies, I bought this oyster blender that came with a whole bunch of little cups like this with different types of tops. So I recently found out that these tops also fit my mason jars. So look at here. If you want to do this idea of divvying it up into individual jars, go out to Target. I know the mason jars are a really big deal, okay? And they've come a long way, baby. So there's all different types of tops, guys, that I've seen at Target. I'm sure you can find them on eBay and Amazon. And this one, I have 2 specific tops that you can just twist open, and so I don't even have to take them off to pour. The reason why I divvy them out into individual jars is, number one, it doesn't take up as much space in the fridge, of course, and then also for those of you who have, a lot of people nowadays have 2 refrigerators, so I'll take 2 of these jars, put them in the fridge right here, and then I'll take 2 jars and put them in the fridge upstairs. So first thing in the morning, what I do is brush my teeth, of course, and then I immediately drink my tea, take my NutriBurst with my Tachui. You guys know that really supercharges your metabolism like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. It's awesome and amazing. And then I pop my NRG to really get my day started correctly and just make me feel good. Now, one last tip, okay? This is all your best tips and tricks. No, 2 more tips. How about that? Guys, customers alike, distributors, be sure you're telling your customers to up their water intake. Customers, be sure that you are doing this. I also have this upstairs. My office is upstairs, so a lot of times I don't come downstairs, especially since I take the superfood to Chewy. It's not like I really need to eat. I'm not really hungry, so I can go upstairs all day long. But I make sure that I have extra water, because when you're detoxing, guys, this tea does make you release. And I'm sure with the Crock Pot Super Detox Tea that, you know, it's really going to make you release. So because most of our body is water and the detox flushes out everything, you got to come back and replenish it so you don't get dehydrated. This is best. If you really want to get the best results from your tea, make sure you up your water intake tremendously, okay? Also, drinking your tea. If you follow me regularly on social media, you know I told you about drinking your tea warm. Guys, there's an amazing story that Tanya Dexter Scott told about a woman and what came out of her body when she drank the tea warm, okay? If you want to know what came, if you want to hear the story for yourself, go over to dtscott.iwanttlc.com. That's D like Dexter, T like Tanya, Scott, SCOTT .iwanttlc.com, and go to point, I think it's 50:30 in the video, and you can hear her tell from her own mouth what came out of this woman's body when she drank the tea warm. However, you cannot heat up the tea in a microwave. Well, don't. It destroys the natural properties of the herbs. So this tea light warmer right here, I got off of Amazon for $10. I absolutely love it. You just, of course, light a candle, and I'm one of those candle people, right? I like to watch the flame dance in the wind. So I'm not gonna lie, it's something that's super duper simple, but normally when you're drinking something that's hot, and guys, if you have hot chocolate, if you're a hot chocolate drinker or a tea lover, coffee lover, you can use it for that too, of course. But normally it's a trip, because when you're drinking something, the more you drink it, the colder it gets toward the end. With this tea light teacup warmer, the more you drink, the more piping hot it gets toward the end. So it totally reverses the experience of tea and coffee and hot chocolate drinking. It's one of my favorite things. It was super inexpensive, especially when you count all the joy it brings me. So guys, I think I've been running my mouth enough. I think I gave you all the best tips and tricks for getting the most out of your super detox experience, especially if you choose to do this crock pot tea, which I strongly advise you do. Oh yes, and don't forget your wine glass. If you're not drinking it out of a, you know what, this cup came from the dollar store too, y'all, this cup right here. But if you're not drinking it out of a nice cute cup, and drink your tea out of a wine glass, it makes you feel special. All right, so guys, if you found this helpful, go ahead, click like, comment, share. Definitely make sure that you follow me over at dailyqtips.com, where I give you information not just to help you on your health and wellness journey, but also general business tips that many people tell me they found very useful. So let me stop running my mouth. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.